Welcome back to the Colts cast. I'm Eric Smith. Alongside me, as always, is Jamal Lawrence, your co-host of the Colts cast. Preseason, week 1, baby. Jamal, you going?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the Baltimore. No, I'm not going. I'll be I'll be at the Packers game next week though. But no, I'm not going to Baltimore, unfortunately. Yeah.
Nice. Colts versus Ravens, week 1. Here we go, Colts Nation. I mean, we're here. Like, preseason football's back. And with this season, it's very tumultuous. Like we got a lot going on in the offseason, in the preseason training camp. The quarterback battle, of course, takes the headlines. And Shane Steichen already said week 1 against the Baltimore Ravens, Anthony Richardson will start. He's going to play about a quarter and a half. And then we'll get some Daniel Jones for about half a quarter. Week 2, that's going to flip-flop against the Green Bay Packers. So Daniel Jones will get most of the run. Anthony Richardson will come in for probably half a quarter or so. For the Ravens game, I think there's a lot to watch for in this matchup, not only just with the quarterback battle, but we got a lot of other people battling for positions, battling for a starting position, battling for just to make the roster, Jamal. Like, it's very interesting, and I do want to get into it. Where would you like to start?
First, I'd like to start with, like you said, you already addressed, you said Shane Steichen said that Richardson will get about a quarter and a half, and then D Jones will get the back half of that second quarter before halftime rolls in. I'm really hoping that we get to see some actual action with these guys out there in the field. I know sometimes, time of possession, these things happen to where teams hold on to the ball for a lot longer than another. I hope it's just not like 2 drives for Richardson, 1 drive for Jones, and then that's it. That's all we get to see over the course of 2 quarters. So I'm really hoping that when these guys are on the field, and again, I know it's just a preseason game, but just for the sake of let's see how this development has been going on for both of these guys, because you get such a skewed view whenever we only see, let's say 8 plays total from Richardson, with 5 of them being runs and 3 being passes. We get nothing out of that. The same with Jones. It can happen the same way, especially when it comes next week, which we'll talk about that come next week. But I'm really hoping that these guys get an opportunity to actually get out there and run some drives with the offense to kind of showcase some of their skills. And that's the main thing I'm looking for first off with that.
Yeah, they got to sell to this coaching staff, to this front office, that they're that guy for the week 1 regular season starting position. I mean, this is like a tryout basically. Yeah. So, but you know what else isn't a tryout? That like button, that subscribe button.
Mm-hmm. You got to hit it. And Eric, next episode, I'm gonna pull up the stats just because I want to know. But it's known across the world of YouTube. We've all been victims of it. We watch videos, we watch channels that we enjoy, but we don't hit the like button, we don't hit the subscribe button. That when you hit that button, it gets out to everybody. So I'm gonna pull up the statistics for us next episode, so we can kind of see how it is. Yeah, because I'll be the first person to tell I'm a victim of it too. So make sure you hit that like subscribe button so you can get all the Colts news coming directly to you from our channel. Any time we drop an episode.
Yeah, and if you're on audio, always hit the bell, the follow button, the subscribe button, whatever platform you're using. It works the same way, just to help us out, but also it lets you know when we drop another episode. Jamal, yeah, Anthony Richardson versus Daniel Jones. I think I still think I'm gonna say this up until the regular season. I still truly think it's in the front office best interest, along with the team's success this year, that we start Anthony Richardson. Like, even I haven't even seen him play a snap for in preseason or anything. I still think he's that guy until proven otherwise. So he drafted this guy. It's time to see it through. And to give you full conviction about that decision to start him, I would say he has to play on par or better than Daniel Jones. Like, he can't go out there and and look like some 2024 Anthony Richardson. Like, it just can't happen. Have to see a little bit, especially in the preseason. Like, you're about to get run. I mean, yeah, you'll probably see a few starters on the other side of the field, but you're about to get your run against them second, third, fourth stringers. They're going to be playing around, experimenting. Like, this is your time to shine. I'm not really, going to be heavily invested in the box score and Anthony Richardson's peripheral stats. Like I will look at him and kind of evaluate him from there, but I want him to pass the eye test too. Like, what's his overall impact on the offense? Like how are they scheming up? Like how are they game planning against him? What do they have to do? Is he making good decision making skills? Is he opening things up for other players just with his presence on the field? Like things like that, pocket presence. I want to see all that from Richardson. But either way, I think he's going to be judged on these preseason performances. He's this is one of the quarterback battles that analysts and everyone have their eyes on. So this is going to be a very high profile preseason game, in my opinion, because Richardson's going to get most of the run. This is where he's got to put his stamp of approval on and say, like, I'm that guy. Like, I want him to have a masterful performance against the Baltimore Ravens is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely want to see him have a great performance, but also I want to make sure that he's honing in on that I'll say check down passes for us, or the short game as well, because we know that's really where him and Jones differ. We know Richardson, he can let that thing rip. He threw it to AP during during training camp, threw it to AD Mitchell, which I'm sure we'll talk about all that stuff. We've seen some great throws from him downfield, but I think one of the highlights for Jones that's been going around is just his dump off game to his two favorite receivers, which are without question, Josh Downs and then Tyler Warren. So he knows how to just kind of spread the ball slowly down the field and work, kind of similar to that Joe Flacco style we saw last year. And I'm not saying that that's the end all be all, because we know how boring that was. However, I know Richardson can launch the ball a mile down the field. I know that without question. I want to see how he can work, having to go through his progression of players, having to roll, having to stay in the pocket, hit players in stride. I know it's so early. I know it's only game one. But with him playing this amount of time in a preseason game, I think that he could have an opportunity, like you said, especially when you got some second strings out there, or even some third strings out there. You can cook these boys. So get out there, relax, show us that what you've been doing all off season hasn't been for anything. Because, like you said, he has the most to lose out of this entire experiment. He has the most to lose besides front of house, which different story for a different day. But he has the most to lose out of this experiment. So I think that he has to come out there with a chip on his shoulder and play like because it is for his livelihood. So I want to see him just attack the field and spread the ball out on all levels.
Because, like, worst case scenario, he has a horrible performance, and then Daniel Jones comes out in week 2 against the Green Bay Packers and just lights it up. And then you're staring at one more preseason game where they both might not get much run. Like, they might give a little bit of Riley Leonard. It's just like Jason Bean could be out there. Like, it's just like, I don't like this is the game. I think this is the game that's going to set the tone. But that's neither here nor there. May the best guy win. Still want Richardson to be the guy, but talk about AD Mitchell a little bit. This guy's been shining, and I want to see him get some run against the Ravens, because he was running that joint practice. Like, I saw a lot of clips. He was just smoking these guys down the field. And I feel like this is something, like, we knew AD Mitchell was talented. It's just he hasn't done it on a consistent basis. It seems like his confidence is shattered at some points in time. It's just, I don't know, man. Can he carry that momentum into the regular season, even into the preseason now? Like, can he be a standout? I know, like you said, Jamal, we have a lot of mouths to feed, but can he be efficient when he gets those opportunities? That's what I would love to see out of him. I would love to see him take that year 2 leap and really make the case that, like, hey, I might be one of the most talented receivers on this team.
Yeah, I mean, the ball's in his court when it comes to this. He knows that his bar, his standard, whatever you want to call it, has been set pretty low based off of self-inflicted wounds. By outsiders. Obviously, I know the coaching staff believes in him. They think he can be somebody great, but he knows where he's set himself up for failure. And he's been great during this training camp and his joint practice. I mean, I think it's safe to say that Colts receiving core cooked the Ravens defense in regards to this joint practice. However, we cannot all fall victim to the classic Super Bowl winning offseason Colts. where we just get so hype over everything under the sun. And then once the lights come on and it really matters, all of a sudden everybody forgets that they play football. They play in the NFL. So while I am ecstatic to see that he's out there, he's talking his game, he's feeling himself, like you said, that has to transition over till the preseason game. Now, I don't want to see it transition over into week one. I want to see it into preseason week one because that's where it starts right there. Show me what you did to Nate Wiggins on the field these past couple of days. Show me that on the, in Baltimore tomorrow when you guys hit the field, because that's when it matters the most. And like you said, there are so many mouths to feed. And for him to not get kind of just pushed, I know Pittman's on, his age is catching up to him and all that good jazz. However, you don't want a chance for the Colts to next year look at opening the door for another wide receiver because you haven't panned out to be what they thought, and that be the
Pittman's in his prime.
Pittman's exactly. You said whoa. You said Michael Pittman Jr.'s in his prime?
I mean, he's in his prime as far as age.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought you meant in his game.
I mean,
we're not in this. This is about AD Mitchell right now. But AD has a lot to prove. And again, he's still young, I know, but I get so tired of using that. Oh, they're only 21, they're 22. That came an excuse for every single player that's on the Colts who doesn't do what we expect them to do. So he has a lot to prove this year. I think that he's getting off on the right foot. I'm not saying that, but the drop passes, the drop balls, to being afraid to get hit, the not wanting to be on the field, all that stuff matters. I don't care if you played in a tough division in college. You played on two tough teams in college. You get to the league, you got to figure it out as well. Hopefully he can transition from what we saw in practice to the game, to preseason game, onto the regular season for him.
What'd you think about the most recent unofficial depth chart coming out? So of course, we saw Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson. Mm-hmm. They were QB1. Anything you saw that really stood out in particular?
Probably Jonathan Taylor. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Well, let's talk about the RB, like Tyler Goodson's in front of DJ Giddens.
Tyler Goodson is, man.
I thought that was interesting. Because we've been hearing a lot of good things about DJ Giddens. And Goodson, I don't know. We'll see. This is the first depth chart that's come out. So Giddens is another guy that's probably going to get some run in the preseason. Mm-hmm. Very interested to see how he stands out, because a lot of people really like that pick. 5th round pick, I'm pretty sure, out of Kansas State. So I'd like to see more Giddens. I'm excited for tomorrow night. Like,
yeah,
this has got me giddy just to just watch football and see these guys, because a lot of these guys, they're pretty young. Even the O-line, like, what are we doing with the shuffling around after losing Will Fries and Ryan Kelly? Yeah. So Bortolini's the starting center. Gonzalez, right guard. Yeah, but right now, like that, I'm just going off of right now what I see.
Right.
Yeah, it's starting. Other than that, I don't really see anything. I mean, Tyler Warren, tight end 1. Already knew that was coming.
Yeah,
so
I expected. Yeah.
Jelani Woods fans, I'm sorry. He's probably not going to make the roster.
No.
That's all I really see Jamal on offense.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. On offense, it looks pretty straightforward. I'm excited to see what the front group can do. One thing I just want to mention just before we move over to the defense, because I was listening to I forgot who it was, one of the Ravens players. I can't remember his name right now, but he was talking about how much it benefited them to have to go against Jonathan Taylor in this matchup, because and it made me so happy, because JT is the guy for me. That's my guy.
Man. I know.
And when he said that, JT was sitting back there, like not even pushing the gaps, like they thought he was going C gap, but then he would just tiptoe and pause, and then he would wait for them to react, and then he would hit B gap. Brought a tear to my eye, man. I said, that ankle's feeling better, baby. That ankle's feeling better. These dudes was getting shook out there because JT was on his LT swag. Just sit there and wait for the hole to open up, and then hit it. So that
talent wise, like JT is up there in the elite tier. Like it's just like the last 3 seasons he's missed it's been double-digit games due to injuries, most of them being something around the ankle. So I'm really hoping that ankle can hold up, but I mean, he's had some other nicks and bruises that have also come up. So him playing a full season, I mean, it's really hard for a running back just in general because they're getting pulverized every time they touch the ball, most likely. But if you can get 16, 17 games out of that guy, man,
Sky's the limit.
Russian king, like it can happen. I think he had like 1,400 rushing yards last year. He missed
1431 with 11 touchdowns. Yeah, no big deal.
Guy missed like 3 or 4 games, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. Yeah, we love JT around here. Expecting another great season from him. Defense. So I know we got to talk about the guy that's starting alongside Charvarius Ward. Justin Wally. I mean, this seeing 3rd round pick, Justin Wally, who draft analysts said Chris Ballard reached on as a starting cornerback on the most recent depth chart. I think that's just awesome to see. He has impressed early in camp. Nothing but praise for him. It's very interesting that up to this point, he's outplayed Jalen Jones, Juju Brent, Sam Walmack, just every other corner. Raven reviews. I think this is the Lou Anarumo way. You got a new DC. He wants his guys. Come 2025 NFL draft, he got some of his guys, and one of them being a cornerback. He didn't pick Jalen Jones. He didn't pick Juju Brents. He wasn't here to do that. That was Gus Bradley. That's a Gus Bradley guy. So I think it makes complete sense. Completely new starters at cornerback in a new defense up to this point in Ward and Wally. I think Wally's going to be the most interesting guy on defense to watch tomorrow night, Jamal. I want to see him force incompletions. I want to see him make plays on the ball like he was doing in Minnesota. I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, and I hope that we get a little bit more of an update for Wally. I know obviously he had that knee injury yesterday, so hoping that whatever it is, it's like a soft tissue or something, nothing crazy. He can get back in.
I haven't heard. And yeah, I know he had a knee injury, but I haven't heard like, oh, he's going to miss the game, or I'm assuming he's going to suit up. Really hoping he does. But yeah,
I would hope so.
If he's not healthy, let him wait till week 2, bro. Like he's got time.
Agreed. Yeah. He's got time. And like you said, I'm so glad that Lou came in and he's switching it up because we even talked about this when Wally got drafted. We said, I remember saying that he may not be starter come week 1, but later on in the season, I fully expected him to beat Jalen Jones out. And for more reasons than not, I know obviously there's some injuries with Jalen Jones as well, but it looked like from the way it was going, he was going to win this one out by himself, no matter what, pre-injury to Jones. So I'm glad to see that. But just like you mentioned, that new fresh set of eyes on this defense who has the ability to use old picks that Gus Bradley brought in the building versus using his own people. I love to see it. I think that's what they need. It's just a revamp across the board because that makes everybody competition. Bills competition makes everybody try a little harder. So I'm pumped to see this defense on the field tomorrow because it's got to be a new regime. I mean, I think we averaged 25 points a game last year. We let up 25 points a game last year, something along those lines. So we got to see these boys buckle down. And I think with Lou in the building with this new crew we got, it's only up.
Yeah, we been and broke last season with our defense. So it was
disgusting is what it was.
What about the will linebacker? So we know we got Zaire Franklin. We know he's locked down one of the linebacker spots. But then we got Cameron McGrone listed as a starting will linebacker over Jalen Carlisle.
Yeah. Which I honestly thought Jalen would come out there and take this spot. I mean, he seemed to have that ability to play in coverage, which we talked about. That's a missing piece.
Yeah.
Coming from safety. Yeah, he has the ability to do that. But I guess Cameron's been out there balling. I'll personally tell you that I haven't seen a lot of film on him personally out there for practice, but he's doing something right.
I get, Carlisle he's kind of new to the linebacker position. Like he got converted. He hasn't taken a lot of snaps there. EJ Speed was back there most of the time last season. So he is pretty fresh to that position. And again, wasn't an Anarumo guy. So I guess McGrone wasn't either, but I don't think he has ties to any of them. He's it could be what you just said, Jamal. Let's foster competition. We're just gonna put some guys in those starting spots come preseason week 1, and we're gonna see who's really got that chip on that shoulder once we make the final cut. That could very well be it. But yeah, McGrone, I think he's really just played some special teams reps last season, had a few tackles, things like that. But now, like, he's getting his time to shine, so that's going to be very interesting. Another guy, Hunter Voller, he's been getting reps at linebacker and safety. I think he's listed as second string right now as a safety, but feels like a guy you can move around a bit. He's been making some splash plays in practice as well. So love to see these guys who are capitalizing on their opportunities stand out and getting those opportunities when it comes preseason to really showcase their skills.
Absolutely. And of course, Latu getting the nod for right now, starting there. Samson coming back off that Achilles tear, fully expected. Didn't expect him to be a starter. But I'm excited to see this rotation between these two guys. And again, I don't know how much PT both of these guys will get during the preseason. I would expect Ibukam to get probably a little bit more than Latu, just because he's going to be coming back from that injury. But I'm excited to see that rotation, to see what it's about once through preseason into the regular season.
Yeah. Because JT Tuimoloau, that's who I kind of really want to see more. He was a stud at Ohio State, but they got him listed right behind Tyquan Lewis. So it'll be, like you said, Jamal, it'll be interesting how they mix up this pass rushing unit. Got it. You can't have enough pass rushers, so yeah. I'm not gonna say anything about that. So we'll see, because most of these guys, they're not gonna play like 90% of defensive snaps a game. So like they're getting swapped out. It happens. So I'm not really worried about starting units there. What's the score prediction? What John Harbaugh gonna do?
Man, I think
Lamar ain't playing.
No, Lamar definitely ain't playing.
Lamar
ain't got no reason. They ain't got no reason for to let Lamar play. My man he's about
Henry
to be,
ain't playing. Probably most of their starters probably won't play. But
yeah, to be honest, yeah.
The line. Did you see the line for the Colts? It moved crazy.
No, did it? What is it?
It's -6 right now.
Really? I guess they're probably thinking of, well, better be able to do something in the first half for sure with the starters in there.
Yeah.
Second half, we'll see. But I don't know, man, because I'm ready to see Riley Leonard. I mean, he may get out there and start chopping it up out there too. We can't sleep on him, because he had a pretty good day the other day as well. Probably the best.
You do love your QB3, so
yeah, that's what it's about. Let them young bucks.
That Sam Ellinger replacement.
Yeah, I know. Shout out Sam. I need to see what the Broncos gonna do with him. But anywho, but yeah, I think Colts.
I can tell
Colts
you.
Relax. Hey, my man out there getting money for chilling on the bench. I ain't mad at it.
I can tell you.
I ain't mad at it. Colts get the dub though. I think Colts probably pull it out 20-10 or 21-10.
I was thinking 42-6. Really put a statement
in Baltimore.
I hate score predictions. I don't know.
I know. Yeah. There's not a mark of anything, especially when I think about all those games that go into garbage time, and all of a sudden your prediction is just like doesn't even matter.
Yeah, the last game I saw, the Eagles were up 40-6 on the Kansas City Chiefs, and then garbage time happened, and they put up like 20 more points on the other side, but it didn't really matter. They dominated the entire game.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of players to watch, especially a lot of rookies. We got Richardson on deck. That is going to be like, I'm telling you, it's going to be the Friday morning. Like, analysts are going to be talking. I mean, we'll be talking.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's going to be talking about this performance, I believe, because it's probably going to be the most Anthony Richardson you're going to see before he either gets named starter or QB2. So I'm ready for it.
If I'm him, I'm taking every freebie I got. I'm taking every freebie. I'm thinking about my completion percentage. I'm thinking about what's making me look the best, and I'm taking all the freebies, man. I ain't trying to do nothing elusive.
But
I'm
no,
doing my job.
Dude, he had one of the best throws like ever. Probably I won't
Yep.
say ever. He
Sure.
had one of the best throws of the entire season last season
And what was
in
his
week
completion
1.
percentage?
But I'm just saying, in week 1, when he fell, basically tripped and slipped, he got up, threw that thing off his back foot, 65 yards to Alec Pierce. You remember that against Texans?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I guess I just
what you looking at, bro?
oh nothing. Just looking, just
Jesus
zooming on the
Christ.
internet. I'm just saying.
saying,
No, I agree. That was a
splash
crazy
play like
wild
that,
throw. Yeah,
he'll be a starter.
he went 9 of 19 that game.
If he throws something
212
like
yards. Besides that 75 yarder, that would have been like a 110-yard game. Something
if
crazy like not really, but
well, we don't know what he would have done. This is the butterfly effect. We don't know what he would have done if he didn't throw that set. Come on, bro. Look,
I want to
if-
see that. I want to see it, but I want to see consistency across the board. One play. Listen, man. One playing on Colts
Colts
lost
Nation
that game.
Hey, we'll be jumping in
lost
our
that
boots
game.
though after a play like that, though.
Yeah, y'all will be going crazy after one
Let
play.
him throw a ball.
Y'all will be going crazy.
Let him throw a ball to 80 Mitchell. I'll go buy a signed rookie card right now. No, yeah, you're right. We do need to see, like, if he just dinked and dunked the entire game and had a 80% completion rate.
Hey, sign me up.
We'd also be jumping.
Yeah.
We'd be signing. I'd be drafting him everywhere in fantasy. Like, that's hey, winner, chicken dinner. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's exciting time. I'm ready for the game.
Sign times: Colts versus Ravens, Thursday night football, 7:00.
7:00.
That seems pretty early.
Yeah, it is. I guess because there are quite a few games. What, that one and another one at 7:30 and one at 10 or something like that. So I guess they're trying to just shove them and go.
Yep, every streaming service got to they got to get their game. Well,
yeah,
that's when the regular season comes. But I think these are just on NFL Network or something. So, but let it come regular season. Peacock got to get one in.
I know. Paramount gonna probably want one this year.
Paramount gonna get
Amazon
one in.
gonna get all the Thursday.
Amazon Prime Video.
Much, it's too much.
I don't know how I'm gonna watch football, but yes. So 7:00 game, Bengals Eagles 7:30, and then a 10:00 game, Raiders Seahawks. So we are the first ones up. So there are gonna be a lot of eyes on this.
Set the tempo.
Yeah, set the tempo. That's going to be it for us, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Colts Cast. We are live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or any platform you use to listen to podcasts. We'll be back next time to give you some more Indianapolis Colts content. Take care.